youngsters performed. Happy the way the team is gelling now?
Yeah, exactly. Because like the main thing is like the gel of team and the unity of our team is really good in at the moment. So we try to keep it up until the end.
Bowling first, what kind of total do you think is gettable?
So we try to keep there like 60, 65, like that.
And the team news, any changes?
Rashmik is back. Ali Imran is go.
All the best and do well.
Thank you very much.
Nasser, they have asked you to bat first. Your thoughts?
Not really. I don't know because a new wicket, so we don't know what's going to happen. So let's see how the game turns out.
But good comeback after losing initial 2 games. That we can see that combination is nicely working. Now batting first, what kind of total you are looking at?
Around about 80, 90. Like I said, we'll see the pitch first, maybe in the first 2 overs, and then we'll decide what total we have to try and get.
3 matches, 2 losses, 1 win. What will be the key battle and what are the areas you want to improve coming into this game?
Our batting is the area which we have to improve. Hopefully we'll do good in this match and win this match and then take on the next match as well. And if we win 2 matches, we'll be through to the next round. So we'll be going for that.
And what have you done with the side? Are there any changes? If so, what are they?
Yeah, just one change. Asghar is in place of Khalub. Khalub is sitting out and Asghar in. That's it.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So the news from the centre is that IAS Invincibles captain Savindu Pereira won the toss and he has decided to bowl first. So the captain of IAS Invincibles, Savindu, asking his opposition captain to bat first. And looking at the sides, Bin Ali strikers, Maniuddin Hussain Muhammad Asghar Safi Sheikh gets a game. Shazaf Ali, Shahbaz Nasser, the captain, Basit Ali, Azmatullah Khazi Muhammad, the hard hitter, Rana Zishan, the all-rounder, Usman Ali, the spinner, Akil Khan, Tafsirul Alam Riaz, Yaknik Pandya. They had a very good game couple of nights ago here at Oman Cricket Academy and they need to win the remaining 3 games to make it into the second round. IAS Invincibles, 2 games, 2 wins, 2 losses, a much needed win for them. They'll be looking to get a couple of points against Bin Ali strikers and they'll be led by Savindu. Mehran Khan is back. Osama Akhil, what an inning he played. The young lad getting 60 in just 27. Rana Singhe Patranga is also back in the side. Abdul Rauf, the experienced wicketkeeper batter. Pasindu, the left-arm orthodox. Anis Ur Rahman, the technically solid batter. Shahzad Rahim, the left-arm spinner. Muzahir Raza, he is back with a bang with that beautiful 44 runs in a winning cause. Yasser Dur is also making into the playing 11. So it will be a very good battle between these 2 sides. But initial 2 overs will be very crucial. And to talk a lot more about this game and the conditions, how has been the day of my fellow commentator. Let us ask him directly. Very good afternoon, Jamil sir.
Very good afternoon to all the viewers around. How are you? It was really must needed rest yesterday we have, because again couple of days are more what you can tarry for all of us. But anyhow, our energy is intact. We'll have to go to see the same way as we used to do before.
Oh, absolutely, and I enjoyed my day off. I went to Ruvi, I had a Hyderabadi biryani and got time to meet few of my friends from Hyderabad, and I believe it's a new day, refreshing day, and the tea is in the com box, I believe.
Yeah, it is already.
Great. So definitely in the break I will sip a few cups of tea. And looking at the side and the field now, it's a left-handed batter on strike, Safi Sheikh, and a slip-in position. There is a deep fine leg and there's a deep square leg. Oh, interesting field, because Imran is a kind of a bowler who gets the ball into the left-hand batter.
Yes, of course. I think the decision has looked to be a very, very confident decision taken by the IAS Invincible skipper Savindu. They do have a very, very promising bowling attack with them, with Imran spearheading them. Now Mehran back into the side, so it will definitely going to see a good bowling performance from them.
Yeah, straight away targeting those stumps. What an improved fast bowler he has been. The last few tournaments we have seen that visible progress of Imran and the teams. They're a bit on the back foot whenever they face Imran.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of the best fast bowlers we have in this country. And the good part of that, this boy is always hard-working, looking to improve in all departments as a bowler, keeping himself fit, generating pace, swinging, trying to bowl within the wickets.
Oh, lethal in swinging delivery. Beaten by the pace of Imran is Safi Sheikh. An early breakthrough has been provided. He's delighted.
Well, this is what I was talking about. Team is really improved 100 times much better than he was before. Look at that one. Coming into the left-hander, upping through the stumps. What a brilliant ball it was. And he's always stuck in the very first over for his team. So it's none for one. Always a dream start for IAS Invincibles. Always through when they were bowling first. Imran is stuck in the very first over, getting the wicket. And joining me in now is Parnav Mehta. Parnav, from Aaron, how Imran looks to be today. Absolutely brilliant.
A little bit of a cloud cover. A very good afternoon to you and everyone. And overcast conditions means extra bit of swing for Imran. He's been exceptional. Over the last 365 days, what Imran has achieved is outstanding.
He's a hard-working fast bowler, always looking to improve himself all the ways. And best part is that his speed and his concentration and the way to attacking three stumps absolutely brilliant.
It's not easy to play somebody with the quality of Imran. He gets that late movement. He has that pace on offer. And once again, you can see no match are the batters of Bin Ali. They were reduced for 12 all out in this tournament.
Yes, who forgot that?
Nobody can forget. We'll remind them. One of the achievements of the tournament, not for them but for the opponents, to be bowling that good. Royal Oman Stallions.
But they come back good after that first defeat. They come back good. They lost the matches, but of course one match as well.
Dancing down the track, and he's not able to make anything out of it at the moment. Maniuddin Hussain. Extended run for Maniuddin Hussain by the Bin Ali management. He hasn't been a very impressive player so far for Bin Ali. But the management has showed consistent belief in this batter.
Well, I think one way it is good that to get the batter's confidence. He even faced a couple of times, but if you keep trust on him, so definitely he is a good batter. So definitely they want him to come up with some good runs.
Inching close towards a wicket maiden. It will be a wicket maiden because the batters are not looking to rotate the strike at the moment. And Mohammad Imran, what a wonderful find he is. Not only for Oman but IAS Invincibles, continues to impress over after over. First over done, no runs on the board, 1 wicket down, Bin Ali. the man of the match of the previous game, Shazaf Ali, is going to be taking strike for his very first delivery, and in comes Shahzad. Starts off with an arm ball. 7 deliveries yet to get off the mark, Bin Ali. And that's what you get with intermediate sides locking horns with premier sides. They're just looking for dot balls, premier sides. And when the opponent is looking for boundaries, there are going to be a lot of dot balls.
Yeah, definitely, yes. But I think we have seen some improvement from the intermediate teams right from the day one. As the days progress, match tournament is going ahead, they are improving a bit. No doubt about that one.
Ball after ball, you will continue to see this. They'll look for boundaries. They'll not look for singles, rotate, strike, 3 dot balls in a row. 6 dot balls in the first over, 3 dot balls in this, 9 dot balls. That's almost close to 10%. Sliding down the leg, they're going to go for a quick single. This could be very close if it was a direct hit. Still waiting for runs from the bat. It's one leg by.
Well, I think what they have to do that instead of playing full shot, just slow down, roll the fingers, roll the wrist, just tap and run, because there's a big gap if you see out to the offside. The fielders are already on the circle.
Finally, runs off the bat. They'll trick around for a single. Maniuddin will open his account.
That's the right thing to do. Not getting boundaries, go for the singles. And they have all the opportunities to get the singles easily. Even to the onside, all the fielders are on the circle, 30-yard circle.
And that's the biggest issue with an intermediate side. They don't rotate strike enough. So almost 20% of the deliveries already in dot balls for IAS Invincibles. Bin Ali, 2 for 1. Muzahir Raza comes into the attack. It's going to be a new, profound Muzahir Raza after that aesthetic innings that he played just a day or two ago.
Yeah, definitely, yes. Must come back with his all-round abilities.
In the air, straight away. Is it an opportunity? It is an opportunity, and it is well collected. I think it is Anis Khan who holds on to that catch at backward point. Maniuddin, who was struggling there, is going to have some remorse because he's going to be walking back to the dugout and he's not going to be facing the wrath of IS anymore.
Well, very first delivery, he has to face first, feel the ball on the bat. Instead, he just come and try to heave it over to the long off top edge and was nice to take in. Wicket number 2 for Bin Ali.
The scoreboard just suggesting whether this is a game of football. 2 for 2. And that's not a scorecard that Bin Ali wants to see. They have seen something similar. 7 for 7, 8 for 7. They want to make an impact. It's a must win for Bin Ali. Muzahir Raza is charging in. balls continue to flow for Bin Ali.
They're really struggling at the moment. Bin Ali's batters, even both the openers and now these two guys, Nasser and Raza, rather Nasser and Ali, both. They need to have a good total, at least give some confidence to the batters to come at least 10, 20, 30 runs partnership with them.
Beating the outside edge. The thing is that Bin Ali has made the IAS bowlers outstanding. It's a batter's game. Mohammad Imran, yes, exceptional. You could see that late movement, you could see the trouble which he was creating. But then the left arm spinner, yes, good, but not good enough that he can stop those singles. At least you have to rotate strike. And now Muzahir Raza, 3-dot balls.
Yes, rightly said.
Outside edge, flies off it. There is protection in the deep. The third is always going to be very fine because IS are always going to be expecting a lot of edges from Bin Ali.
Actually, most concentration should be on the singles for these teams who are coming up to play with the Premier League teams. As you said correctly, the first over was not a single being run. Though the fielders were away, 30 yards away, they can just tap and run. I think the coach or whoever the manager should tell them that you have to look for the singles. That is more important for us.
Big shot. It's gone high up in the air. There is a fielder catering that area, and he's going to be taking a brilliant catch. Believe it is Rashmika in the deep who is held on to a wonderful catch. Shazaf Ali was shaky with the start because he was not able to rotate the strike, and as a result, he is also going to be walking back to the dugout in a hurry.
Well, the wicket number 3 back to the dugout once again. We are almost seeing a similar procession as we have seen to that. Was not at all a controlled shot, though it was middle of the bat, but sky high and very, very well taken by Rashmika at the deep square leg boundary. So wicket number 3 for Bin Ali.
Struggling with the bat is Bin Ali at the moment. 3 for 3. It's a game of football. 2 for 2, 3 for 3. You score a run, we take a wicket. 2 wickets in this over of Muzahir Raza. We did say that he's going to be a profound Muzahir Raza in this game, especially because of his performance in the last game with the bat.
Definitely, yes.
What's being exceptional is that he's not looking to bowl around and he's sticking to that good length area. And that's where he's exceptional. 2 wickets and a run in that over of Muzahir Raza. 3 for 3. Three for 3 at the moment. Bin Ali, they will be worried that they do not repeat that 12 all out. And that's where they would never know whether to attack or defend.
In a very confused position right now. And the batters are not at all looks confident playing either the medium fast bowlers or the spinners.
No intent whatsoever, just looking to just play out the bowlers. Oh, finally, something from the bat. Shahbaz Nazir is a strong batter on the offside. Gets a single to sweep a cover.
Well, they look for the singles if you're not getting boundaries. They have their own way of playing cricket. Though this sort of cricket requires run on each and every ball and at least a couple of boundaries, which we have yet to see.
Not sure whether to play off the front foot or the back foot, and somehow manages to get off strike. The problem is that they've already played 30% dot balls. And we are just at 35% of the game. Dancing down the track and connects well. Shahbaz Nazir, the captain, comes underneath it. And when he strikes, he keeps it clean. He's a strong lad. And he's just proving a point here.
Just we're talking about he done the right thing. Right from the middle of the bat, straight bat over to the long off for the first maximum for Bin Ali. And that's sort of what you call shots from the batters. They always look confident and they go for the next as well. The other batter also would like to go in the same way to get some runs.
It will ease the nerves. But the problem has been the dot balls. It's not the shot making. They have the quality. They will play a good big shot every now and then. But between that, there has to be strike rotation so that the scoreboard keeps ticking. Looking for a big shot inside edge, and this is going towards the boundary fairly quickly. It will have enough pace to get to the boundary. So valuable runs coming from the bat of Shahbaz Nazir.
Finally, the shackles have been broken. A maximum and a boundary in this over. A very, very good over for Bin Ali. 15 for 3. Over number 4 gone.
The exceptional Muzahir Raza continues from the Oman LNG end. 2 wickets in his previous over. He's bowling a good line, very tight line. And that's why we said profound, because those series of failures, he would have been cornered in a position where everybody would be against him. And that success would have allowed him to understand that successes are so important in this game of cricket. And successes come when you do your basics right.
Well, depending upon the opposition, but now, while bringing all the Premier League teams, do have excellent batters. We have some, of course, difference between the batters of intermediate and the Premier League. But anyhow, wickets are always counted. Runs are always counted.
You're right, but my point being that, yes, we cannot compare intermediate and Premier, and I'm 100% agreement with you. But primarily, Muzahir Raza did exceptionally well in that Tri-Nation CWC. And those are international batters. He did well on a wicket which was not in favour of the Pacers. And now, walking into domestic circuit, he's been spraying all around. And that's where he's been leaking a lot of runs. Today, he's been spot on. If you look at the pitch. Oh, big appeal. Big appeal. It's not going to be going in favour of Muzahir Raza on this occasion. Will trickle around for a single. And that's where you need to be. If you look at the pitch map of Muzahir Raza, you will see a cluster in one position.
That is very good for a fast bowler, of course. If he's maintaining so far, not moving away from those areas where they like to bowl, And that's why he got 2 wickets, and it's still making it difficult the batters to play on.
5 days of non-stop cricket, and finally that break. All these players are coming fresh from it, and so is Jamil Zaidi. Dancing down the track, probably an outside edge, not really. Mixed emotions from the bowler, wicketkeeper and the batter.
First intention of aggression from the batter coming down the wicket, and it was a very good delivery. It just went uppish through the batters and go to the wicketkeeper. Some extract from the field ball from the wicket from Muzahir Raza. Up to now he was bowling slightly medium paces, keeping the ball in the wicket. This time tried to dack it on the wicket.
And the thing is that nobody can take credit for Muzahir Raza's exceptional performance today. Because the last time Muzahir Raza bowled well was that 5-wicket haul. And then we see Muzahir Raza finally bowling well. And look at that delivery. He's not left that area. In that 5-wicket haul, exactly the same thing he did. He held on to that area. Today, he's held on. So it's not because of any kind of guidance. It's because his mindset is right today. And that's what makes Muzahir Raza exceptional today.
The only thing is that but now it's 1 or 2 batters who come and try to, the one who hit the last maximum 1 or 2 sixes and boundaries, hit to Muzahir Raza, things would have been a bit different. But now he's totally dominating on the batters.
You're right. Just 2 runs in this over and a leg by. Overall, just 3 runs and a couple of wickets to the name of Muzahir Raza. Can he get a third? On the leg, flicked well, in the gap. The ball is travelling quickly towards the boundary. And it's going to be surpassing it. So the first time Muzahir Raza misses his line, he's going to be punished for a boundary from the bat of Shahbaz Nazir, who's been exceptional this far. 7 runs and 2 wickets in his 2 overs. 22 for the loss of 3 at the end of 5. Mehran Khan comes into the attack. They're going to go for a quick single. And it's going to be well ran because you have to take your chances in this format.
Singles, they have to take. This is a quite ball coming very, very quick to the fielder at rather gully. But after just tap and run, the intensity of the bat will not be slowed down and they go for single easily.
Looking for a big swing at the moment is Shahbaz Nazir. He's got off to 17 in 13 deliveries. Can he make it count? Can he make it big? Can he get a 50 plus score here? His team needs it. He does need it as well. Can he get it is the question.
Well, finally he's coming out with them shackles, playing some good. Once again coming down the wicket. Almost missed the stumps. Mehran Khan, the most experienced among the IAS Invincible players. Came back after a couple of matches.
And if you look at Shahbaz Nazir's score as well, a boundary on the leg side, then that maximum and a boundary. So 14 runs out of the 17 have come in boundaries and the remaining are dot balls. Pulled well. He's a good puller of the ball. Great hand-eye coordination. He's schooling and dealing in boundaries at the moment and that's where he's exceptional. But running between, not so much.
This is the right thing. We're talking about the batter's approach, and he's doing the right thing, Shahbaz Nasser. Playing his natural game, not leaving any ball which is a bit short. He just pulled it out over to the square leg for boundary for 4. So he has come out his shackles now. And with the way he's batting, we hope that Bin Ali will get a good, decent total on the board.
Looking for a big shot. It's a big heave. And it's going to be a maximum. Shahbaz Nasser walking towards Mehran Khan as if Mehran Khan is a spinner. And he stonked him over cow corner. What an incredible strike.
Absolutely. Thrilling one. Coming down the wicket with full flow of the bat. Look at it coming down and knows where the ball is going. That's the right thing for the batter's confidence. Where he hit, it goes exactly the same place.
And not easy to do something like this to the quality of Mehran Khan. 11 runs. And sliding down the leg is Mehran Khan. He has this issue. Every now and then there will be a massive wayward delivery.
It happens. If the bowler got 2 wickets in an over, he really have all the confidence against the batters. And the batters have to play a couple of maximum like this. He played the maximum boundary. Definitely Mehran is under pressure. He'll try to keep the ball away from his bat.
A little bit of an inside edge, and Shahbaz is one of the quickest in town. Look at that running from Shahbaz. 38, 39 years of age, but Shahbaz Nasser is one of those players you can talk about his fitness. Quality, fit player. 36 for the loss of 3, Bin Ali. Pasindu comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end.
But now he's a very, very good left-arm bowler, Pasindu. Always getting the wickets, trying to contain the run flow from the batter. In all format, in D20 also, he bowled superbly. And in D10 also. The right time for him to come in to bowl.
They have to be going for that floating power play in the next over, because if you don't take it in the next over, you're not going to be possessing a challenge. Although Basit Ali is liking to take his own time. 6 balls, 3 runs. It's only a matter of time that he's going to be cutting loose. Dancing down the track. Almost took the head out of Shahbaz Nasser. It's only going to be a single on an animated delivery.
But finally, he comes down the wicket, uses his feet to play on to the Pasindu. Very, very good bowler. How Shahbaz Nasser will face him and how he'll deal with him, that we'll have to see in those couple of deliveries.
He's going to be dancing down the wicket as well. Just like that. Fortunate to get a little bit of an outside edge. It's travelling towards the boundary really quickly, and it will get to the boundary. So lucky runs from Shahbaz Nasser continues.
Well, runs coming in anyway, always acceptable. He comes down the wicket, but the bottom edge of the bat towards the 3rd boundary for 4. Most important, they might take the floating power play, as you mentioned, to get a couple of more deliveries, couple of 4 boundaries, come more 6s.
They have to get to 75, 80 if they want to make a match out of this, even competitive match out of this, because I feel 90, 85, 90 is somewhere par. Big shot. Fielder is going to be very interested. Deep mid wicket, and Shahzad doesn't drop many, or is it Muzahir? Muzahir Raza, the profound Muzahir Raza, is going to be holding on to that one.
When we're talking about this, and finally another wicket fell down. Once again coming down. Hit it nicely, but of course not with the way he liked to bowl, and one even well taken by Muzahir at the deep mid wicket. Wicket number 4.
Probably one of the better players of spin for Ben Ali. Azmat Kazi comes in, and I feel that if Ben Ali want to get to any respectability, Azmat will have to play a big role here. He can tonk a big ball, but it's not just about that. Late card played well, quick single, and this is what you get with Azmat Kazi, the experience of Azmat Kazi. The quality of Pasindu is negotiated really well by just rotating the strike.
Well, I think out of 42, 33 runs belongs to Shahzad Nasser. You can imagine how much effective he was as an opener. Got the runs for his team.
More than that, what I've been disappointed about is if you analyze that entire performance of Ben Ali so far, inching close to the 7th over, majority will be in dot balls. Outside edge from the bat of Basit Ali. This time the third is going to be more accurate. Oh, it's going to be a run out. Has he fumbled? Has he missed that opportunity? I think Rauf has missed that opportunity. It was one of the easiest run outs possible.
Could have been. He fumbled the ball. Could not collect properly. End of over number 7. 44 for 4. Ben Ali.
Yasir Dur comes into the attack. They continue to restore faith in Yasir Dur. Dancing down the track. This has gone high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it, and they don't drop many. Shahzad is going to be holding on to that, probably one of the simplest of catches, and Azmat, all that experience down the drain because he's going to be walking back without troubling the scorers much.
Was everybody's trying to get some runs, and that side wickets are tumbling down. I think it didn't come. At least the first ball I always said to be played in the middle of the bat. This time he tried to heat it to the very first ball over to the long off. Top edge it and a simple catch to short mid off. Wicket number 5. Back to duck out Ben Ali.
Rana Zishan, aka Lucky, comes in at the fall of Azmat and immediately a single to third.
Rana Dishani even also, I'm not at all happy at all. I mean, he is a good batter. He can hit couple of maximums. He bowled well, but he didn't come up with some good runs for himself.
Shot, and this is tonged again high up in the air. And easiest of catches at long on. Fitness playing a huge role for Basit. Struggling long and not able to capitalize when his team needed the most. 45 for the loss of 6. Bin Ali are in trouble here.
Definitely. We're talking about this time once again. Miscute straight into the hands of this time on the mid-on. So the wickets continues to tumbling down for Bin Ali.
Usman comes in to bat. He has a sponsored helmet. Has to be great potential to have a sponsored helmet.
Well, nowadays cricket is totally a sponsored sort of sports for players, for teams. Maybe third or fourth most lucrative game of sports.
I don't know about anything else, but I think cricket is the most lucrative game. Slower delivery. And one thing that you will get with Rana Zishan is very few dot balls. But talk about Yasir Dur. What a comeback for him as well. 23 runs in that over. And then now he's come back 2 wickets in this over. Just 3 runs is what he's conceded. Big shot, not going anywhere at the moment because Yasir Dur has come back and come back really strong, just like Muzahir Raza. So just 3 runs from that over of Yasir Dur and 2 wickets to his name, 47 for the loss of 6. One of the 2 things are going to be happening in this over. Either Bin Ali are going to be completely broken back with losing more wickets because it's the floating power play, or else it can be a blessing in disguise for Bin Ali and they can find a few boundaries and ease the pressure down. Never going to be easy against the quality of Mohammad Imran. They'll be forced to be happy with a single.
Against Mohammad Imran, yes, it is very difficult to hit him out. And I think good tactic by the captain, bringing him on the floating 9th over.
It's forced. You have to take the floating power play in this over, whether you like it or you don't like it. And it's a double-edged sword. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Osman. Big shot, tonged over, long on. This is travelling and travelling really quick. Although not the kind of momentum that Osman would have wanted. And hence just a couple of runs.
50 comes up with these two cattle. And of course, you're right. At least he just come out, tried to get some runs. No other way to think. Just go for the runs, and that's all.
Third comes inside the circle and long one is pushed back. As one of these balls is going to be a furious bouncer. Slower delivery. And just too good enough for the quality. Mohammad Imran, what a find. Courage at his beak.
Improving after each and every match. That's the quality of him. And a good cricketer, whether it is a batter or a bowler, always try to improve one after another.
Outside edge. Much needed runs for Bin Ali and Usman. It works. It works in any fashion in this game of cricket, especially when it is the T10.
Well, I think Imran has to bowl within the 3 stumps as Muzahir bowled in the first 2 overs. Actually, when you try to generate pace off the wicket, definitely it moves here and there, and this is what exactly happened to Imran. It was outside the off stump, but great pace, took the outer edge of the bat. But anyhow, 4 runs coming. It's very important.
The most important part is at least around 40 runs from these 54 would have come in boundaries. Imagine if they would have been successful in taking singles. Looking for a big shot, one shot too many. This has gone straight up in the air. Mohammad Imran underneath it. And he's never going to be dropping a catch of his own bowling. He's been exceptional with the ball. He's been exceptional in the field as well. Mohammad Imran, take a bow.
7th wicket down for Bin Ali. 54 for 7.
Looking to hit it too hard is Usman at the moment. And that's where he's going to be losing his wicket. Simplest of dismissals. 54 for the loss of 7. Mohammad Imran, final delivery of his allocated overs. Right in the block hole and straight to mid-on for a single. So just 8 runs and 2 wickets. Look at those figures. He's bowled that power play over. He's bowled the floating power play as well. And yet he's conceded just 8 runs. 55 for the loss of 7, Bin Ali. Pasendu. Left arm spin versus left arm spin. Akil Khan, a left arm spinner, would fancy his chances and immediately on the very first delivery tonks him down the ground for a single. This is good intent. Yes, the fine lower, but never late than never.
1 or 2 mighty sixes will definitely make the things little better. Another 70 I'm talking about, around 70 will be definitely at least reasonable total.
This is going to be a big shot. Certainly this is going to be a big shot. It's going to be a big shot and it's not going to be going anywhere. He's appealing for it. These are those kind of decisions which can only be taken by the third umpire, because fraction of a second, the batter lifting his leg, as an umpire, it's impossible to judge it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
Big shot. Not going anywhere at the moment because Pasindu realizes that Rana Zishan, aka Lucky, is going to be tonking him around.
Veteran batter, Rana Zishan.
He's got seriously fit. He's lost a lot of weight. Dancing down the track, and this one's come from probably a little bit of an outside edge. They're going to be pushing for the second. This is going to be tight, really tight. Rana Zishan was never going to be completing it.
The moment you start talking that has come now, reduced lot of weight. So he said, no, I'm still having some weight, so got run out.
Certainly. Still a few excess kilos is what Jamil Zaidi is suggesting, and I can't disagree with him because Rana Zishan has got run out. 56 for the loss of 8. Bin Ali are just trying to lag a little bit. Alam comes into the attack. Very first delivery. He's got some good bat onto that. That ball is travelling towards the boundary and just good enough. What an incredible strike. Where were you, Alam, when Bin Ali needed you earlier? You've come in really late. That's what the supporters of Bin Ali would be suggesting.
Well, right thing in the right time. A maximum. Still a legal delivery to go.
You wanted a couple of them. They've got one. They still have a delivery to play. Can they get there?
We all expecting around 70. If he hit that maximum, it will be almost 70 runs, 69 now. 63
Oh, it's
at
going
the
to be
moment.
difficult. It's going to be difficult. It was one shot too many because looking for a big shot was Alam, and Pasindu was very well aware of it. Right in the block hole, you miss, I hit is the situation. And Alam is going to be walking back, and Bin Ali are going to be wrapped around 63 for the loss of 9.
Yes, but at least half of them has been done by Nasser, 33. And as you correctly mentioned, couple of singles they have missed, lot of singles they have missed it. Only good knock from Shehbaz Nasser, 33. And no other batter could come for the double figures. It is 63 for 9.
Very sorry
10
looking
overs.
batting card for Bin Ali, because one thing that you would have wanted is that some of these batters to get to the double digit and doing some justice with their side, but not happening on the day. If you're talking about the bowling of IAS Invincibles, ever so respectable. 2 wickets apiece for Yasir Dur, Pasindu, Mohammad Muzahir and Mohammad Imran. But the pick of the bowlers for me today was Mohammad Muzahir by far. Just 7 runs in his 2 overs and he was exceptional. What a comeback for Mohammad Muzahir. The only question is, can he continue doing it for further more? 63 for loss of 9. They need 64 to win. How did they get to 63? This is how. It all started with that wicket of Asghar in the bowling of Mohammad Imran. Wickets continued to tumble because they were trying to play some shots and wickets were tumbling. The first 3 wickets went down in a hurry. Caught in the boundary once again, and that's where Shehbaz Nasser came to the party. He struck few, was lucky on few occasions, but that's where the pressure suddenly transferred on IAS Invincibles, because Shehbaz was striking few lusty good ones. Yes, a few inside edge, few outside edge, did not matter. But one shot too many. Pasindu put a speed breaker to Shehbaz Nasser, and all of a sudden wickets started to tumble once again. Some big shots not going anywhere, and as a result wicket after wicket, and they were in a struggling momentum. Bin Ali, towards the end, got a little bit of luck from the bat of Osman, who struck one boundary, and that's where he was reduced. And he went back in the bowling of Mohammad Imran. Towards the end, yes, Alam struck a maximum, and then he was dismissed as well. So 63 on the board for Bin Ali. They will feel that they've got runs on board, and they have an opportunity. Can IAS chase it down? Yes, no. On the other side of the chase.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way, yes it is.
Welcome back after a short break. Action-packed drama just doesn't stop here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D10. And it is D6. Bin Ali strikers taking on IAS Invincibles, and batting first. Bin Ali were in a very sorry state because wickets continued to tumble at regular intervals. The only player who could stand and stand tall was Shehbaz Nasir. His 33 got a little bit of respectability. And talking about the bowling, ever so good. 2 wickets for 4 bowlers, Yasir Dur, Pasindu, Muzahir and Mohammad Imran. And that's where only 63 for the loss of 9. It's a must win for Bin Ali and IAS. It's almost that kind of a game that winner takes it all. And that's where both these sides would want to have an edge over the other by winning this game. Bin Ali 63 for the loss of 9. IAS will fancy their chances in getting to 64. The only question is whether they will be in a hurry or they will take their time. Joining me in the comm box is the ever so experienced, very gentle, very polite, abundance in vocabulary, Muzahir Ali Qureshi.
Very good evening, Pranav, and thanks a lot for a lovely introduction. Falling in love with Pranav Mehta.
That's one thing I know what.
So 64 IAS Invincibles, they need to make sure they stay in the hunt, as well as for Bin Ali strikers, they need to keep them under 62 here.
The only way they can do that is by picking up wickets, and picking up wickets at regular intervals. They need to break the back of IAS Invincibles. Doesn't look like it's going to be happening.
Especially keeping in mind the top order. Osama Akhil is back in runs, back in form. And it all depends on this man. He is struggling, but I am sure he will get few runs in this game. Mehran Khan.
6 or miss is his policy at the moment. Rana Zishan doesn't look comfortable at the moment.
Short of runs. He started off really well in this tournament. But he's a genuine wicket taker. Rana Zishan, short run up. Accuracy is the key for him.
Big shot. It's gone high up in the air. Not sure if anybody will be able to make some effect. And Basit is only going to be helping in getting the ball back to the bowler. It's going to be a valuable boundary. Rana Zishan is very upset with that effort. Cannot believe it.
Poor effort, Pranav. He was just watching the ball standing at the 30-yard circle, not giving the chase. Very slow off the block. Should have been kept to 2, but Mehran Khan off the mark in his own style with 4 runs.
It all comes down to that extra kilos that he's put on since last season. One of the prolific fielders. Now his body is not able to support because of those extra kilos. Your body suddenly becomes lethargic. And once live on TV, it's very difficult to hide. And Mehran Khan, he's shining and shining bright under the sun, which is hiding behind the clouds.
One towards the offside, the next one towards the leg side. But this time played with a lot of authority. Using the feet, Mehran Khan goes towards deep square leg, back-to-back force. Good use of the feet and straight away putting the bowler under pressure. They could have easily gone up to 75-80. Playing too many dot deliveries, not having much experience playing at this level is hurting Bin Ali strikers.
It doesn't matter whatever level you're playing. The only thing that you need to do is pick up singles because boundaries will flow in. So being an intermediate side is a matter of respect. And if you're playing without picking up singles, that's where it's something to take notice of. Could come back.
I completely agree with you, Pranav. They're just one division below this premier level, and top 2 teams will qualify the next season from intermediate, and one of the teams will get relegated from premier to intermediate. So it clearly shows Intermediate level players are also professional players.
Slower delivery. The leg cutter. Watchfully played by Mehran Khan. And this is when he's lethal, very dangerous, when he's watchful. You want Mehran Khan to go after you and go after you really early in the innings. And that's where he's transformed as a player. One of the senior statesmen, Mehran Khan, he's been around for a very long time. Oh, it's gone straight up in the air. Just when we were appreciating it. No effort from the fielder at covers. Cannot believe it, Rana Zishan at the moment. He has his hands on his hip. He's disappointed. 8 without losing a wicket. IAS Invincibles. Akil Khan comes into the attack. Generally will be termed as left arm spinner. He has nothing to do with left arm spin because you will see him firing the balls in. Left arm in swing. Look at that.
Bowling like a medium pacer. Backed offside field. Osama Khil got a brilliant 60. The previous outing for IAS Invincibles of just 27 balls.
Firing it in is Osama. Good bit of effort from Basit on this occasion.
And these are the efforts which will raise the bar in the field.
Especially when you're restricting, or you're rather trying to restrict your opponent to 64, you have to pick those half a chances. There was half a chance of Mehran Khan in the previous over. Big shot on offer. Nobody in the deep at deep mid wicket and collects a boundary. Mehran Khan.
Easy picking. Tall guy, Mehran Khan, very strong towards the leg side. A third boundary for Mehran Khan.
He's bowling too full at the moment, Akil Khan. He's not allowing the pitch to do the magic. Because if he bowls somewhere around the good length area, you will see the ball swinging in the air, and after bouncing, it will seam in as well. Because he has a very straight seam. Just like that. And that's what makes things difficult for the batter to get it. And still he's going way too much the leg side. If he goes wider of the crease, even more effective.
The problem is, he's not an open-chested bowler. He bowls with that side action, and that is the reason the ball just coming into Mehran. If he can adjust his length, he might trouble Mehran.
Sliding down the leg and probably a little bit of pads. And that's where they'll scamper around for a single.
UAE did not had a great start to the Asia Cup, but tomorrow, 12th of September, Pakistan versus Oman, Pranav. 6:30 p.m. local time.
Honestly, were you expecting UAE to perform well against India?
I was expecting them to go at least around 120, 130 because they got that start, 42-4-2. After that, they could just manage 56, 57 in fact, last 8 wickets.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's the kind of length which Akil Khan needs to bowl and bowl more. Push the batter on the back foot. Too good for the batter, too good for Azmat at the moment. So one buys. 2 overs done, 15 without losing a wicket, IS. Osman Ali comes into the attack and comes in early. A lot of style on offer. Pulled well. There is protection in the deep. So just a single. Style is a requirement of the modern day cricket.
Oh, absolutely. When you know your loved ones are watching and people around the world following you, this Oman D10, definitely you want to come to the ground well groomed.
And down goes those glasses, and immediately the glasses are out.
That is for just for a couple of deliveries.
Commentators cursed. Anything that we appreciate immediately is out of the equation.
Mehran is batting beautifully, 12 of 10. Gentle push on the back foot.
If Mehran Khan would have got out on this delivery, I would have kept the headset down and I would have walked out of the comm box.
That clearly shows whatever we say doesn't happen.
Or should we give it 3 balls? The next 3 balls. So 1 ball faced by Mehran, another 2 deliveries. Using the angle. Not going anywhere at the moment is Osama. He's that kind of a bowler. Osman Ali tries to give a lot of revs. Doesn't matter because the kind of pace, the ball will never grip and turn unless and until it is a rank turner. So the ball will always rush in with the angle. Tom straight down the ground, and it's going to be a couple of runs courtesy of some decent running. For a moment Mehran was struggling.
Fielding. The lapses in the fielding is proving costly as of now. Every run matters. So below par score, still 10 wickets intact, 19 on board.
They would have played at least 40 dot balls. At least. I've not seen the numbers, but at least 40 dot balls. Looking for a big shot. Very lucky to still be there, Osama Akil. Not reading that the ball angles in. So just 4 runs from that over of Osman Ali. 20 without losing a wicket. IAS Invincibles at the end of 3. Alam Riaz comes into the attack. He's been one of the most impressive when you're talking about the Bin Ali and their pacers or the bowling attack. Looking for a big shot, not able to connect at the moment as Osama Akil. He's trying to force the proceedings, and that's where he's looked ordinary.
It's a must-win game for both the sides here. Bin Ali, 3 games, 2 loss, 1 win.
Full toss. Never going to be missing out on that. Brain fade movement. Alam Riaz will be disappointed. So will be the captain and so will be Bin Ali because they are restricting a lot less than what they would have wanted.
A good pickup shot from Osama Akil. Trying to bowl that Yorker. Slight error and rightly punished by Akil. Going for a maximum. They have a very decent batting lineup. The problem in D20 was the top order not getting runs, but in this tournament the top order Especially Osama Khalil, he's getting runs, and good to see Mehran Khan applying himself.
Inside out on this occasion. This one's going to be flying as well. Not learning the lesson, Alam Riaz has to be bowling good length. Started off well and immediately after that spraying.
Very strong towards the offside as well. Adjusted. Bit early, going towards that extra cover, back-to-back boundaries. This is what happens. One good knock and all of a sudden you look like a completely changed batter with lots of confidence in every stroke.
Big shot once again. It's found the gap and it's got the sufficient amount of elevation that was required. So it's a maximum from the bat of Osama Khalil, who's looking to dominate the proceedings.
Clean hitting, superb strike. Back-to-back fours, then a maximum. A young boy getting those quick runs for his side.
Alam Riaz charging in, outside edge. Luck favors the brave, and that's exactly what's happening with Osama. 6-4, 6-4. So 20 runs from that over of Alam. And all of a sudden, IAS are in a hurry to close this game down. Spraying in line once again. Too full, looking to hit the wide Yorker. Not really sure why. He started brilliantly, bowling good length. He's never gone back to that length. It's been pretty mediocre from Ben Ali. Shot, pulled. Sufficient height in my opinion. Not really. Shabazz holds on to that one. And he asked the umpire, are you satisfied that I'm inside the rope or you want to check? Having a little bit of a humor because 20 runs in that over and finally getting the back of Osama Akil. Bin Ali will have a little bit of remorse now. $40 for the loss of 1. Usman is going to be continuing from the Oman LNG end. Expensive previous over but gets a wicket. In comes Ataullah to join Mehran. He's batting pretty decently on 13 of 12 deliveries. Full toss, flick to mid-wicket for a single. Mere formalities, 23 required of 34 deliveries with 9 wickets in hand. They'll have to produce something special. Has to be a paddle shot. Has to be a paddle. Rather happy to be watchful at the moment, Rauf. Very interesting to not have any kind of protection on the leg side behind the square. Immediately brings the sweep out. This was always going to be happening. It was only a matter of time. First ball, a little bit of respect. Second ball, showing the place to Usman. It was backward of square on this occasion. You can't be bowling to Abdurrauf, a 360-degree player. The wicketkeeper brings a sweep out and accumulates 4 runs. So back to basics. Yagnik Pandya moves from short mid-wicket to short fine. Little bit of an inside edge. The only problem with Bin Ali has been that they have not been proactive. They've been very reactive, and that's where it's been very difficult. They've made their mistakes and then they have reacted. They haven't been smart enough to not make those mistakes. Short, wide, cut hard. Rauf is also in a hurry here. So 9 runs from that over of Usman Ali. 49 for the loss of 1 at the end of 5. IAS are in a hurry here. As predicted, it's going to be Yagnik Pandya who's going to be bowling the 6th over. It's mere formalities. It's going to be the floating power play in my understanding. 7 fielders inside the circle. Yagnik Pandya. That's a good line and a brilliant length as well. Mehran gives it the kind of respect it deserved. The only problem is that he cannot go full, Yagnik Pandya. If he goes full, Mehran is going to be tonking it around. Dancing down the track, giving it good bit of height. It's gone very high up in the air. Not sure if it's got the distance. Probably just bouncing inside the boundary. And it's going to be 4 runs to the account of Mehran Khan. So just 11 required now. Yagnik Pandya. Much better pulling his length back, sticking to the same line, and that's going to be effective. Dancing down the track and using those long levers, Mehran Khan. It got a lot of height. Once again tonked on the leg side. It's only going to be a single. Plays watchfully. Abdurrauf nudges it around for a single. This is some good bit of batting from IAS Invincibles. They're not in too much of a hurry. They're being calculative. And a decent roll from Raging Pandya as well. Just 6 runs from it so far with the ball to go. Can he finish well? Oh yes, he can finish well. And some decent effort will keep it down to just 6 runs from that over. So he's done a good job. 55 for the loss of 1 at the end of 6 overs. Asghar Sheikh comes into the attack. 9 to win. Shot. It was always going to be pulled away. I feel it's gone for a maximum. Yes, it has gone for a maximum. Umpire Gopakumar giving the confirmations. Probably was looking for the arm ball. And the batter in that kind of a form, Rauf, is never going to be missing out on that. It was a half tracker on the legs. All he had to do is throw the kitchen sink at it, and the ball never looked to come back. Once again shot and pulled once again. So 2 balls to finish that game off. Abdur Rauf will not allow Asghar Sheikh to stay well into the attack for a long time, because 2 balls is all that he requires to finish that game off, and finish that game off in style. Once again shot, and Rauf acknowledges it with a big smile on his face. So with 22 balls to spare, it's going to be an encounter that is going to be in favor of IAS Invincibles. 9 wickets and 22 balls to spare. It's been a dominating affair from IAS Invincibles. Talking about the batting, Mehran Khan played a very good knock for 19 of 18 deliveries. He understood that there's not much that needs to be done. Osama Akil came with a swinging bat, 24 of 13 for him. And towards the end, Abdur Rauf was in too much of a hurry, 21 of 7 deliveries only. If you're talking about the bowling efforts, there's not much to be spoken about. Yes, Alam Riaz got a wicket to his name, but he conceded 20 runs. A tight over from Akil Khan, never came back for his second. And apart from that, everybody else league runs, and league runs sufficient. When you have just 63 on the board, there's not much that is going to be in your favor if you don't pick up wickets. And that's where IAS won this game by 9 wickets. So finally the confirmations coming through. Bin Ali strikers batting first, 63 all out for the loss of 9. Shahbaz Nasir was a lone warrior there, 33 of 19 deliveries. Everybody else were in a hurry to go back to the hut. And talking about the bowling efforts of IAS, they were splendid on the day. Muzahir Raza for me was the pick of the bowlers. Yes, Yasir Dur 2 for 3 runs, but Muzahir Raza was exceptional. And in reply, IAS Invincibles 67 for the loss of 1. That means they won the game by 9 wickets and 22 balls to spare. Everybody came to the party. Osama Akil, Abdur Rauf, Mehran Khan. But the bowling was never a match for IAS Invincibles, and hence it's a confirmation. IAS Invincibles have won this game by 9 wickets and 22 balls to spare. It's a massive win, and what that will do is that'll give them a big boost in the points table, not only with those 2 points but also with the net run rate. We'll take a break in the com box. On the other side, it's going to be the post-match presentation, which none other than Jamil Zaidi.
He has timed that one well. That is is the call. Straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call. Straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.
Time for the post-match presentation from Oman Cricket Academy Ground, Muscat, for Oman D-League, powered by Dafa News. Match number 22 being played between IAS Invincibles and Bin Ali. 63 runs scored by Bin Ali, and it was easily chased by IAS Invincible. Magnificent bowling spell from Mohammad Imran brought them victory to them. 2 overs, 1 maiden, 8 runs and 2 wickets. And Mohammad Imran has been declared man of the match. Imran, can you come? Collect your medallion from Mr. Gopal. इमरान, सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद आपको। बेहतरीन बॉलिंग आपने की, जैसे आप करते रहते हैं। क्या आपके दिल में होता है जब आप बॉलिंग करने आते हो कि मैंने पहले ओवर में 3-4 विकेटें ले लेनी है?
थैंक यू। सबसे पहले तो बता रहा हूँ कि ज़्यादा कुछ सोचते नहीं है, वो बेसिक्स थिंग्स होती हैं कि आपने अपनी लाइन लेंथ पे कंट्रोल करना है, और जितना कोशिश करता हूँ कि बेसिक्स को फॉलो करता हूँ और उसका मुझे रिजल्ट मिल रहा है।
हम सब आपके फ़ैन हैं। बेहतरीन बॉलिंग करते हुए आपने बहुत मेहनत की है, नो डाउट अबाउट इट। अपनी लेंथ लाइन दुरुस्त की है, स्पीड आपकी अच्छी है। सबसे अच्छी बात यह कि आपको बेहतरीन कंट्रोल इस वक्त है मैच की बॉलिंग के अंदर। स्पीड भी निकालते हो, आप कोशिश करते हो विकेटों के बीच में आए। तो कोई ख़ास आप टेक्निक यूज़ करते हो या प्रैक्टिस ज़्यादा करते हो जो इतनी परफेक्शन है आप में?
जी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो मैं सारा जो क्रेडिट है सीनियर बॉलर हमारे ओमान नेशनल टीम के मोहम्मद नदीम भली साहब, जो काफ़ी मतलब एक्सपीरियंस फास्ट बॉलर हैं, तो इस डिस्कस करता है तो उनके साथ में कि यार मेरे को इस चीज़ में प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी लेफ्ट आर्म फास्ट बॉलर को, मैं जब उस टाइम पे बॉल सही नहीं कर रहा था, अपनी स्विंग को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहा था। तो प्रैक्टिस सेशन में जब से नेशनल टीम में कैंप में जाता तो उनसे डिस्कस करता था, तो उन लोगों ने मेरे को बताया कि आप ये वाला ग्रिप पकड़ें, इस तरीके से बॉल करें। तो उसका जो टिप्स वगैरह थे उससे मुझे काफ़ी बेनिफिट्स हुआ और काफ़ी ज़्यादा कंट्रोल भी आ गया स्विंग पे, और रिजल्ट आपके सबके सामने आ रहे हैं।
He is absolutely a legend, Mohammad Nadeem. Well played and good luck for the next match.
Thank you.
That's all from post-match presentation.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is.